Hello guys, my name is Madhur and welcome to my channel. This is the 23rd tutorial in the series of tutorials on Unix shell programming. Now in this tutorial we're gonna learn how to perform arithmetic operations in our shell scripts. And what I mean by that is if suppose you have two variables and both of them have numbers, then you can add them, you can subtract them, you can divide them, multiply them, and you can also perform the modular division. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my text editor because we're going to do all this through the through a shell script, and I'm going to save this file first before typing in anything, and I'll give it the name ss8.sh. I'll save it in my home folder, and I put a comment first, something like arithmetic operations. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two variables a and b, and in a I'm going to store a number. You can put anything, I'll put 30, and in b I'm going to store another number, I'll put 15 in a, right? And then on the next line I'm going to add these numbers, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to type in $a, and I'll give a space, and I'll use the addition symbol, and then I'll type in $b, and on the next line I'm gonna subtract b from a, so, or maybe, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So $a space, then minus sign, and then $b. On the next line I'm gonna multiply these two numbers, and I'll use the asterisk or the multiplication symbol to multiply them. But I told you guys that asterisk is a symbol that has some special meaning to the shell. It basically refers to all files or directories, all items that you have in your current directory, right? So we would want to take the special meaning away from the asterisk symbol before using it in the sense in which we want to. And the way you do that is by using the backslash. It's a character that you would find under your backspace on the keyboard, and you put it before asterisk and it would become the normal multiplication operator, right? And then I'll also divide the variable a by b, and I'll type in $a space the division operator, and then $b. And what else can I do? I also perform the modular division. I'll tell you guys about it, what the modular division means, in just a second. And there you go. But then we haven't used any command, right? We haven't used any program to basically perform these operations. How would the shell know what this means? I mean, for the shell this could be just another statement. Now there is a command that would instruct the shell to not just treat this statement or these statements as ordinary statements, but as mathematical expressions, and the statement or the command is expr. So I would type in expr before each and every statement that I've got in this program. There you go, and there has to be a space after expr as well. And that is it. That's pretty much all you have to do. But we're not going to just evaluate these expressions, right? We also have to display them on screen. And how do you display something on screen? Using the echo statement. So I'm going to echo out these results for you on screen. That's it. Now my script is almost ready. It's like 99% of the work has been done, only 1% remains, and that 1% is very crucial. Now when I would execute the statement in the shell, then the shell would probably think that, okay, I basically want to echo out this on screen, but how would it know that it has to evaluate this statement first and then output the actual result of the statement on screen and not the statement itself? The shell would think that, okay, these are just words. Expr is one word, $a is another word, and then I have the symbol here, and then I have $b is another word, so let me just output these 5 or 6 words on screen, right? But we don't want it to do that. So what we would have to do is we would have to use our reverse quotes, something that we studied in one of the previous tutorials. And what the reverse quotes would do is the reverse quotes would instruct the shell to first evaluate these statements and find out the result of each of these statements, and then echo the results out and not these statements themselves, right? So there you go. That's it. My script is now ready and I can execute it. And let me first save it. It's gonna take some time. Yeah, it's done now. So I have my terminal here, and I'm gonna simply use sh, then type in the name of my file, which is ss8.sh, and when I press the enter key, I have all these results. Now, what is 30 plus 15? It's 45. What do we have? We have 45. Okay, what is the next thing? 30 minus 15, which is 15. So I have 15 on screen. On the next line, we have the multiplication. So 30 times 15 is 450. We have 450. On the next line, we have 30 divided by 15, which is 2. We have 2. And on the last line, we have modular division. Now, what modular division means is that the shell would basically divide $A with $B, and it would see if there is any remainder or not. Now 30 is perfectly divisible by 15, so the remainder is 0. But if I change 30, and if I put something else, like let's say if I put 37 here, then 15 times 2 is 30, and 7 would remain as a remainder, right? So 7 would be the output of the last statement. Let me clear the terminal for you, and when I execute it, you see that on the last statement I have 7, right? Now, one major drawback with expr is that it works with only integer values, which means that if I would have 37.78 here, then it would basically not work. It would not give me the correct output. Now, there is another tool that you use to perform arithmetic operations with your fractional numbers, and that tool is called BC, and that's something that we'll be checking out later. But in this tutorial, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. So thank you so much for watching this one. It really means a lot to me, and hope to see you guys in the next tutorial, and please subscribe to my channel.